Hello again, and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. Today we're looking at a interesting team game on this nuclear winter map. So we're going to have a quick zoom in on the teams. Let's have a look what's going on. So we have Taming Strange here, who is playing as Cortex. Going some Mechs and Wind. Mechs and Wind. Going solar here. Wind is not a bad choice here with a max of 18, which is what it's currently at. But a minimum of 4 means you are definitely going to need some energy storage. As we look through each player here, you can see we've got bots spawning. Bot lab, vehicle lab from Brino, which to be honest, for his position, not the best idea here. Well, this hill should probably be going bot. Someone accidentally built an two energy storages. And everyone's not happy at this person building energy storages on metal extractors and are already willing to give up. Now, just a little thing here, guys. Like, if you've got someone that's doing this, you should be explaining it, helping them out, not just like, you know, being angry and saying rage quit, you know, like be a bit more helpful to people. Yeah, look, you just made the mistake. Simple. Like, you know, especially when you click, we click the commander here. I mean, the energy storage is directly below the mechs. If you're just quickly clicking, like it's an easy mistake to make. So yeah, and here we go at the back here. We've got Obama, the Canadian Obama as well. We've got another vehicle factory. King Forever here, already building energy converters for having a lot of energy. This player is probably going to be the tech player, and here we see at the bottom here, a nice scout push here, going to cause this player some problems. No laser towers. That's pretty much that entire... Oh, the explosions from the windmills killed a lot of them. Just trying to get a tick round there. Oh, that's a lot of damage for War Daddy there. And Mio having issues as well. Very nice micro there from Trip. All of the energy gone for them. Meanwhile, we got vehicles actually surprisingly able to traverse up this hill. As you can see here, if you didn't know, if you press F2, you can see the transversibility, which tells you where a unit can go. As you can see here, it's like fluorescent green, that's saying that they can go anywhere. So if we go down here and select a bot, even a vehicle, see it updates. The vehicles struggle a bit, but not doing too bad. We just come out of that. And what we missed was there was a bunch of wrecks just here that the bottom player, Brino, has rushed to try and get. Actually, it might have been Trip for Light by the looks of it with the red spot there. I didn't notice that there was an engineer right outside of them the entire time. They're probably going to get that engineer there. Definitely get that engineer. Saberin has no energy to fire a D-gun. Bit of a risky thing. In case you didn't know, if you hold D for the D-gun, this is going to be an early comm death here. Oh dear. If you press D and hold it down on your commander, it charges up the D-gun, meaning you don't lose energy. Well, you don't use energy, should we say. So it puts everything on like the back burner whilst you saving up energy to fire the D-gun. Now, it looks like Trip the Light's going to get all of this wreckage. Purple's not trying to contest. Neo's rushing out units, but Sabering isn't doing anything. We've had a comm self-D in the back here from Eldarin. All of that metal's being gotten from Trip the Light. Oof. Right team are already wanting to give up, but War Daddy's base is struggling. Moab is pushed out a fairly decent way. We've got a big push here. Neo managing to help save Sabering from his base crushed straight away. Now, because of the metal that Trip the Light got now, he's got a big advantage here. He doesn't even have to self-destruct his own commander because they'll have a lot of metal to put into this. Now, one thing that he isn't doing right now is he's not disassembling his main factory. So if he disassembled this first factory here, that would probably give him enough metal to finish off the Tech 2. And with the unit advantage they have at the bottom here, that should be enough. And here we see Moab losing his comm as well. Oh, exchange. So 2 comms dead there. They really need to contest that. And unfortunately, they don't seem to have any units to contest that with. So it might be that the left team, again, is going to get another 2 commanders, as we see more moving in here. It's not looking good for the right team here at all. You're going to get another, that's 4k of metal there from the 2 dead comms. Forge has got the right outlook here. Enjoy the downward spiral. It's not over yet. They could throw away it. It's not the end yet. It's not game over. Saying that heavy laser tower is not useful. So yes, at this point, this guy should be building units. He needs more units to assist. The heavy laser tower is quite expensive. I mean, if we see here, 440. For 440, he could build 4 blitzes, which he could then use to push up this hill with Neo and attack that in the middle. King Forger now coming down here to assist, trying to get some of that comm wreckage. One of them's already been taken, so there's still one left. He deguns the wreck. Now, that's very... That's a very good play by King Forger there. By degunning the wreck, it completely destroys it, stopping Elianos here from getting that reclaim. So, well played by King Forger there. War Daddy built a very forward factory here, literally right outside some turret ranges. So, they got... The left team currently has a 2 metal extractor lead right now. So, metal extractor, metal reclaimed lead from the 2 commanders. Let's clear this up a bit. Now, this is quite a big force here. If they can get control of this top hill again, might be... Oh, here we go. Interesting bombing run coming in here. Where are these bombers going? At the same time, we see an attack at the bottom here. Oh, the bombing on the rocket box there, causing some damage. But he doesn't have enough to go in. He's going to die from the laser towers. Oh dear. The bomb on the eco kills all of the energy as they keep going. That's all of Phoenix's energy gone. We're getting more bombs coming in. More energy gone. Very good bombing run here from Obama. Very good. He's got a lot of damage for these bombers. Energy converters gone. Very good job. Very good job. That could be the bombing run which turns the battle. As you see, all of that player's eco energy goes as well. And mid player not losing the factory. But he might actually get those bombers out. Oh, no, maybe not. They've got a lot of anti-air now, but they have lost the commander. I think they got the wreckage, though. Yes. But that forward factory is now gone. King Forger just having his comm at the front. This fight down here, not really doing anything right now. Using that guy to spot in front. And trying to vote resign, but at the same time, that bombing run, oh, a lot of damage there. Neo now maybe being able to take over this bottom part, as there's another comrade. We quick look over the bases here whilst they're just doing that. We've got a 1T2. Obama is also going T2, but has just left the game. A bit bad sportsmanship on that part. This person whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce is Tech 1. And we see King Forger here, Tech 2 as well. Probably better eco than most of the left side of the team. Omen as well, doing pretty well, about to get to Tech 2. Most of the fighting actually taking place at the bottom, where Neo has actually managed to secure the front line. We see Sabering moving up here. He should really be trying to prioritize getting that wreck than building a metal extractor, but yeah. We see a Moab going Tech 2 as well on the front here. Now, this is a lot of static defenses here from this player. This player doesn't really have any units on the field at all, and is just building static defenses. I mean, the artillery is causing some frustration for the enemy team, but at the same time, like, your team really needs units on the field. You've got this massive force of units up here that can quite probably easy walk into Omen's base. He's just got artillery. Like, that ain't gonna stop much. And over here, he just has laser towers, but again, Ilianos has no units to push in with. We're at a bit of a stalemate time where everyone's going to Tech 2, but we can see now that Trip the Light is coming out with his first Tech 2 hounds here. But Neo is getting the comrec there, so that's good. No, they still haven't noticed this metal extractor in the corner here. So, with Kinforger having the bonus of having this Neo player's eco here, this could quite help him out quite a bit. He's starting to get some Tech 2 up as well to send it from the front line. There's a severe lack of units on both teams here, which is surprising. You'd normally see substantial more units than this. Everyone's kind of just ecoing up, and while they're doing that, let's have a quick look at what the deal is. So, surprisingly, the right team, the blue team, has actually dealt the most damage, probably mostly from that bombing run, which did 29k. We see with metal produced, they're not that far behind, but it is like 10k or so behind. So is quite a bit, but energy produced wise, the blue team is definitely ahead on energy here as well. They are starting to being hit by these hounds, which that laser tower isn't going to do anything to stop that. And yeah, this bottom side really needs some units out. Again, with a Tech 1 factory, build 2 tanks for the price of 1 heavy laser tower. And considering you're going against artillery here, artillery is just going to hit a laser tower. You know, and it can't dodge. At least if you have tanks, the tanks can dodge. So, unfortunately, you should also not be just sending your tanks in like this. You need to be massing them up. Because that did nothing to assist you at all. If you have enough units, you can at least force them in. Now, one thing that Neo is doing here is he's set a patrol route here for these units, so that they would, when they're not in line of sight of the enemy, they would move back and forward. Is he just set these to just walk towards the enemy? No, I think they're on... They're like fire at will, so they'll just chase after him. he really needs some units here. However, looking at the middle here, we've got a very decent group from King Forger here of artillery. These are all going to be like electric turrets, aren't they? No. Starting to push them back. The swarm from here, from Neo, isn't quite going to be enough. Those fiends are not going to get anywhere near close enough either. Meanwhile, we've got a nice play here from King Forger. Radar jammers here, going to cause them some problems. As we just quickly select this player here, and we can see that's all he can see. He can see the shots, but he doesn't know where they're coming from. Also the same with down here. Interesting, some cloaky bots coming out there from red player in the back corner. As we open this back up and see that people are just doing a great job here at pushing Ilianos off. Definitely helped start pushing that front line. It's forcing Trip the Light to move his units. Is he going to have to send them to the middle, or is he going to keep them up the top still? Unsure yet. Great push here going on from King Forger. Although, unfortunately, he's starting to lose his effectiveness. As we see Ilianos coming out with units here. Very close range for these. They should not be really this close. If they get this close, they have a switch here to switch to Gauss Cannon. That would probably be better. And very well played here from Neo. We missed that, but he managed to pull his fiends down from behind and catch all those hounds as they came down the hill, which has opened up this bottom side entirely. Meanwhile, we've got a renewed push here from King as some more reinforcements have come through, killing off the wind power of Ilianos. Gonna get that Tech 2 factory as well. Yep, well played. This is a very good push here from King. Very surprising turnaround, as they were definitely on the back foot. If Obama wouldn't have given up so quickly, Obama would have probably made more of a substantial contribution here. But King's doing a very good job. Unfortunately, both teams just severely lacking on the unit front. And I think that's what's caused them problems. King built units. And because of that, he was able to actually do something with them. Static defenses only do so much, unfortunately. As we see the replaying going on here, but he's getting hit from long range, and as King continues to do his bombardment. Don't know if necessarily welders were the right choice here. They're quite useful for going in front to absorb the damage from the hounds, but if you move them together as one group, then that isn't really going to be doing anything. And here we see some air coming out from Neo. We see some of the annoying paralyzing drones, the shurikens. We've got a fat boy. You need to manufacture some dudes to pew laser the enemies. That is a very good point. As Trip the Light might be in a bit of a problem here. And 139 centimeters, as they have no units. And they're about to see all of their economy go. Indeed. A welder will come up in time, but not before these fiends get all of the economy. And it kind of looks like this might be the end for this left team. That a crawling bomb? It is. So, switching to another front. Omen tanking these laser towers with the Tsar. Not a bad shout. Missile turrets would have taken out the turrets for him, though, rather than having to waste his units. And there we go. And meanwhile, at the bottom here, Neo and Sabring still not managed to get control of that hill. Meanwhile, all the forces from King Forger have now been cleared up. Trip the Light is trying to hold the majority of it. Eladriel's bringing some units now in the middle to assist. We've got some Tech 2 coming out from Taming here. The last of Elios's hounds are also in the middle. Now with that time advantage, like all of this side is destroyed, basically, the whole front three players. Luckily enough, this player here, Bruno, managed to keep his Tech 2 factory, but he has no energy economy, so he is really going to be struggling. Unless someone gives him some form of energy plant, but he does have a Geo. That's something. We hear the rockets continue going on down here. This spy bot here, giving a very good use of cover here. If we switch to the player's view here, we can see that because of this spy bot, he can see all this stuff and just move fire and hit. If it wasn't for the spy bot, he wouldn't be able to see any of that. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to help too much, as it's just going to get killed by all that artillery. It's too slow to move and dodge all that. Meanwhile, we see more artillery is going up. This is a very heavy artillery game. You don't see that too often. Is that a Juno? That is a Juno. Who built a Juno? Oh, there. Taming Strange built a Juno. Not a bad idea. Will cause the enemy to have some issues. Oh, no. Sabering. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. That was a mistake. You're better off reclaiming. If you can. Not destroying all your own units. So what you can do is you can introduce spacing on buildings. And you can do that by, I'll try and quickly show you if it lets me. So if you click drag to do your buildings, and on your mouse, if you have like a mouse free like 4-5 button, you press those, you'll see that the spacing increases, and that remembers it for every one of those types of buildings. So anytime you go to build a windmill in future, it will also remember that. So it's good to know so that you don't have that chain reaction happen again. We see a bunch of scouts coming out here to get some vision. There's a substantial amount of Tech 2 bots here from Triple I. Meanwhile, we see a bombing run coming over here. What is it bombing? The geothermal. Need some economy damage, really, but with flax and stuff like that up, I don't know if they're going to get much. Gonna try though. No. Tech 1 bombers just aren't going to cut it anymore, I'm afraid. Meanwhile, in the middle, we see a very large group here. Those defenses not quite good enough here, unfortunately. They could just sit on the hill now and rain down onto who is this? Milk. Now this is a good play as well. Now the other team have no fighter screen to stop this, meaning that with the shurikens he can just go in, paralyze everything, and then come in with the fiends to mop up. Very nice play here, as you see that they're just able to mop up everything. They are very weak though, so now that the AA is coming in, it's going to stop that. But he did manage to kill the entire Tech 2 army that was coming through there, so leaving some Tech 1 left. There is a bulldog there though, or a bull rather. So a lot of constant fighting going on here at the bottom. The middle and the top is a lot more quieter. We see some gunships now. With all those air defense stuff, I don't know if that's necessarily the right choice, as they're going to get shredded very quickly from the Tech 2 air units there. He's going for the point defenses though, the actual structures. As we see a commando getting killed at the top. Let's have a quick look what's going on. So this Hugh player has a lot of just arty based stuff. He is also going for an experimental gantry. I don't think he really has the economy for that. Unfortunately, I don't believe this player knows how to build a Tech 2 like Metal Maker economy, as he has no fusions. He has some advanced energy converters, but he has no high power production. So I think he may struggle with having enough metal to build anything from that. Got a nice gunship attack here. No air defense really to stop that, if he doesn't go close to the flak at least. There we go. Unfortunate. And in the middle we see red building a bunch of defenses. Okay, some of these players never really got back in the game. Ilianos here has no factory, has no metal extractors, no nothing. Just kind of sat around, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Kingforger doing a lot of work here. No anti-nuke in this bottom corner, which is interesting. There is a nuke launcher there from Phoenix. We may see Ilianos Commander get killed here, as he's just run out of energy as they flew over. No, they missed it. Did they know the nuke was there? No, but they do now. And we see the King definitely getting a fighter screen going up here. Big group again of Tech 2 units down here. Let's quickly have a quick check of the stats again while we're here. That's settings, not stats. So we see metal produced here. The right team still behind, but only behind by about 8k now. Energy produced, the red team is way behind on energy produced by over 1 million. But energy doesn't mean everything. They've got quite a big force here. Unfortunately, this player down here still hasn't built any units. Sabering really needs to actually start building some units. As turrets aren't really going to do much. Unfortunately, he has nothing to defend himself as this force comes down here. We're going to see the paralyzing drones again start to do something. It's only Neo basically holding that bottom side now, which very well done, Neo, but you might not be able to continue with that tactic as these air defense units come in. He's gonna do enough damage to this force though to stop them proceeding at least. Not good. So right now we're in a bit of a tough spot because this right side, although I would say is somewhat at the advantage, they're again lacking units. We can see basically no units from Sabering, no units from Meop, no units from Tursberskstemerstemen, and no units from Wardaddy. Whereas see a push coming in here, these things, because again they're on the hill. If we check the transversibility, we can see they do not like going up this hill at all. Not necessarily the right unit for this position. Yeah, Omen going tech free here, but unfortunately doesn't really have the resources for that. And we see an EMP and nuke being built from Kingforger. Trip the Light has now paid attention. We see first nuke coming up from Phoenix. The anti-nuke from Kingforger has been EMP'd. As the nuke comes down, all of Kingforger's base is gone. Oh my goodness, that is not good. All of the eco that Kingforger had completely up in smoke. Oh dear, that's not good. They don't realize what happened. Literally what Kingforger said he was going to do is what happened to him. And now the tables might have turned. Oh dear, not good. Not good at all. Neo really struggling to hold out for much longer. He's not really able to push. He could switch out of Fiends. Does he have... Where is he getting these Fiends from? He's got an air factory. I'm not seeing him. He has a Tech 1 factory. Okay. Okay. Oh, he just gave him the one. As we see some Zeus's pushing up here. Actually getting rid of some of the air defenses. Again, now with very little air defense there. So, well played as we see more defenses going up from red. Damn, this is... this game's not over. Game is not over whatsoever. Very, very tough game here. They don't quite know what they're going to do. Did spectator chat cheat? So that was a bit cheesy on Phoenix's part there. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well. We've got red slowly, here we go, a cloak bot in here. Close enough to see these pop-up turrets. They are getting repaired very well. Unfortunately, I missed Phoenix moving that unit in. That would have been very nice to watch. Which is a shame. But all I saw was the EMP. So it's all to play for still. A big group of units. Oh, here we hear another nuke going off from Phoenix. Everyone should have anti-nuke at this point now. Yes, we see anti-nuke going off from Moment. Very nice. Everyone has nuke defense. This bottom side isn't nuke defended. They could launch a nuke here if the right team had it. A lot of fighters. What are these transports carrying? Where are they going? Nowhere. I don't quite know what he was trying to do with those. He's just thrown away his fighter screen. Oh, looks like he may have given up. I mean, this is a lot of Tech 2 Tigers here from Moab. Not over yet. He does need to spread them out a bit, because the Fat Boys here have like an AoE. Here we see the paralyzing coming on. It's going to help Moab there with the push. Sniper bots. See a Tech 3 out as well. The Tech 3 from Omen been built, but unfortunately that's going to take a while. Unfortunately, Tiger is now giving up, sabering all of the economy that Omen had to begin with. Not Omen, Obama. You can see that Yellow doesn't have, Phoenix here doesn't have the energy to really fire those cannons off the Sumos very well. Very nice push here from Moab. Changing the game again. Unfortunately, getting stuck, just sat in the fire there. At the same time, Zeus is just walking up and... Welders, sorry. Just walking up and getting killed. Razorback, good choice against these grunts. are coming in. Quite a lot of Razorbacks, actually. With the nuke going off and killing King Flyer's eco, it may be difficult for the blue team to bring this back. With Moab having quite a lot of units now, it's doing quite well. Going for a swarm tactic here, but I mean against all these Razorbacks, I don't know if that's necessarily going to work very well. Unfortunately, they never managed to get control of this hill at the bottom. Sabering hasn't played much, so to be fair, you have to kind of give them a bit of a benefit of the doubt. It's hard being on the front line. You kind of just have to hold off as long as you can and hope that someone saves you. As we see this Razorback coming right in here. One dead already. Two's going to be dead very quickly. Is there anything to stop that push though? Which, fortunately, looks like a no. This gets into Moab space. Are they pulling back at this time? Interesting. He's pulling all the forces there to stop the Razorback instead. Well played. If they can get some res bots there and res those, that would be a potential save there. Fighter screen now gone. These paralyzing drones aren't going to be able to do as much as they did before. The flames though do tear through everything, causing a massive amount of damage right now. Very nice push there from Neo. That force just basically completely decimated. Tech2 engineer gone. Very good job there from Neo. As we see a nuke being intercepted at the same time. Big push here towards Omen's base. A lot of Shivas. That Juggernaut is not going to get built anywhere near enough time. Unfortunately, Omen just never really built any units. That was just artillery units, which if they start walking towards you, aren't really going to do much. I am surprised at how well that was tanking that though. All the Shivas still alive, and Omen's going to be dead very shortly. Meanwhile, we have a bit of a push here, but unfortunately they've resigned as well. So, unfortunately, the blue team are not much longer for this world. That Juggernaut could have got built. Could have been a different story. Unfortunately, Omen never really built up much of a economy to really pay for it. So, it's never really going to happen. Surprisingly, the player of the game there from Phoenix, as soon as King Flyer's economy went down, that was pretty much it. There wasn't much coming back from that, and we're about to see Omen's comm get blown up here. Friendly fire going on a bit there, I think. As these guys walk up the hill, Omen's trying to save his comm. Isn't going to really do much as we see a Razorback pushing these factories here. Neo holding off, but don't know for how long. The Omen's comm gets blown up there. Shiva's going down. Another Shiva dead. So you don't quite know what caused that explosion there. Oh, he self-destructed his commander, apparently. And only one comm left for green, and that's this player here. As we start to see him rolling off some fours. Now, fours are very good. Will he be able to survive? Probably not. As he misses 3D guns. And there goes a bunch of the economy of the player that I cannot pronounce. Surprisingly, actually, they just run straight past it. and right to the back where Neo is as Neo pushes up the hill. Very good job there from Neo, and this economy is going to go boom though. And the anti-nuke there, which Phoenix can just deal with if any gets missed, if they're going to go for the anti-nuke. It's all gone anyway. At the same time, all the economy goes there. I don't think the 4 here is really going to be able to save the day. Way too many units coming out for the 4 to deal with, as that player quits as well. The only com left alive has quit. So Neo did a very good job there. He was basically 2v1 in the majority of the game. Unfortunately, Sabring didn't really know what to do. And there goes all of the economy as the right team dies. So, very interesting game. Honestly, if it wasn't for Phoenix Nuke, I think the blue collar team would have had it. The great push in there from the right side, from King, pushing right into the base. I would definitely say MVP goes to King. Great play on his part, and yeah, well played to each team. I would say for both teams, maybe built a bit too many stationary turrets and not enough units, which definitely caused that lull in the middle. As you can see from King, just building some forces, was able to push through and do substantial damage. So if any of you guys are watching, just bear that in mind for your future games. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.